Hello, and welcome to my video where we're going to figure out who's the best AEW World Champion using AEW Fight Forever. Because all AEW World Champions thus far are on the game. And we're starting things off big with the current AEW World Champion at the time of recording, Bryan Danielson, and the longest reigning AEW World Champion at the time of recording, MJF, and now the man that Bryan Danielson beat for the AEW World Championship, Swerve Strickland. My goodness, what a starting triple threat. So the format of this video, there's 9 different individuals have held the AEW World Championship so far. So yeah, 3 triple threats, and then a triple threat with the winners. Simple, right? And whoever wins that final triple threat is the best AEW World Champion. Now, Bryan Danielson and MJF teaming up on Swerve Strickland, that seems unlikely to say the least, but then they immediately turn on each other, which seems more likely. Oh, double backstabber by MJF and Swerve Strickland. Somehow that feels a little more likely, even though MJF has vowed to get his world title back, and he was vowing to get it off Swerve Strickland at one point. That's no longer a consideration for either man at the moment. Oh, elbow to the top of the head of MJF by Danielson. Oh, Swerve swings and a miss. Big open hand right by Danielson. Distracted by Swerve. Super kicked in the back of the head by MJF. And now MJF's going to team up with Danielson immediately after doing that. Double snap suplex. Kick to the leg. Kick to the midsection. Goes behind. German suplex. But Swerve is right there to grab Danielson. Oh, back elbow by Danielson. Now what's he got in mind for Swerve here? Oh, he's doing the yes kicks. Meanwhile, MJF just poses. And then goes after Swerve Strickland, and now Danielson going to go for the pin. MJF was right there, my guy. So I've not actually seen an AI multi-man match on this game, but we might have just discovered a flaw if they don't have the wisdom to notice that there's another wrestler right there. This could go on literally forever. Swerve in control. MJF takes a powder, but immediately gets back in when he sees Swerve dancing around like that. And rakes the eyes. Classic MJF. Then steps up onto some air and walks on literally air, literally levitates for a few minutes, for a few seconds, and then yeah, classic MJF, right? So now what have Swerve and MJF got planned here? Looks like a double suplex. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. And now MJF turns on Swerve, pushes him back to the ropes, and flings him out. No. Oh, I know what he's got in mind here. Heat Seeker. And MJF really feeling it at this point. Goes for the Salt of the Earth armbar, but Danielson's up, and Danielson breaks it just in time. That was, oh, low blow by Swerve. There's no DQ in a triple threat match. My goodness. Now Danielson, despite staring eye to eye with Swerve Strickland, goes for the pin on MJF. Which Swerve did not appreciate, and there's a spinning Enziguri or Domangiri. I don't really know the difference. If someone wants to tell me in the comments, feel free. Oh, poke to the eyes. Swerve can break those rules with the best of them, and he currently is breaking the rules against the best of them with that eye poke. And now goes for the pin. Danielson is up, though. Yeah, this match could literally go forever. I thought, oh, it's Fight Forever. The matches don't go long. This will be a quick video, even though there's 4 matches. Nuh-uh. Oh, they love their double teams in this match mode. We've had about 100. Kick to maybe the midsection, maybe a little low, to be honest, from Swerve there. Oh, nice. House call. MJF is down. And Swerve is feeling it. But Bryan Danielson behind him. Swerve didn't see him coming. Uh-oh. Double backstabber to Danielson. And now goes for the pin. Right in front of MJF. Yeah, the AI, this is on the highest level as well. Not the best at noticing that now's not a good time to go for a pin. Does MJF just lined up a kangaroo kick then? It looked like. Now, another double suplex to Danielson. Now, these two going at it. Danielson's down and out, the current champion. Uh-oh. MJF's got that dynamite ring. The dynamite diamond ring. Now, all he has to do is pin Swerve here. He's knocked him clean out. Danielson is stirring, though. 1, 2. Oh, Danielson breaks it up. I thought that was it. I really thought that was it. So, also, let me know in the comments, who do you think is the best AEW World Champion so far? There's only 9 to choose from. So, who's your favourite? Who's the best? They could be 2 different answers, I guess. Danielson takes down MJF with a double axe handle off the top, but again, Swerve's right there. They all need to pay better attention to who else is knocking about. Oh, big right to Swerve by MJF. Uh-oh, he's thinking Heat Seeker again. And he hits it. And now Danielson trying to steal the pin. Cheeky, cheeky. Now MJF going to Heat Seeker Danielson for trying to steal the pin. Now Swerve hits MJF from behind. Neckbreaker? Indeed. Danielson was about to start doing jumping jacks, but then noticed Swerve was looking straight at him and thought better of it. Double underhook suplex. Now going for the pin. This could be it. Both men are down for the first time in forever on a pin, it seems. Oh, Swerve kicks out, though. It's going to take more than that to defeat Swerve Strickland. Now Swerve and MJF hook Danielson up for another snap suplex. That'd be their tag team finisher, I think. They've been doing it a lot. Oh, he was going after Swerve and then suddenly just turned and attacked Danielson's, like, face. Rude. Oof. Oh, Swerve falls to the outside and gets knocked off the apron. Now, just MJF and Danielson in the ring. Danielson's been down for a while. 1, 2, 3. MJF advances to the final. Oh, and apparently I put the World Championship on the line. My bad. Didn't even mean to do that. Guess it makes sense. Alright, so up next, former AEW World Champion Samoa Joe, the man that Swerve Strickland beat for the title, but who beat MJF, so linking those. Oh my god! Wow, we're going to get Punk and Joe, but this time in a 3-way. CM Punk is here. Oh, and the man CM Punk beat for the AEW title, and obviously these two got some real beef. Oh, this should be interesting. Joe, Punk, and Page. My goodness. Okay, let's get this one underway. And yeah, damn right, an AEW chant. What a match. Now Punk goes behind on Joe. Dropkick. Page refusing to double team with Punk there. And now, yeah, Page waiting to get his licks in on Punk. Oh, but Joe's getting in his way. Look at this. These two, yeah, they're determined to get to each other, and Joe's just kind of in the way a little bit. But you don't want to take Samoa Joe, of all people, lightly. Samoa Joe held the AEW World title for 113 days, which is nothing to be sniffed at. CM Punk held it for 90 days over the course of 2 reigns. And, of course, Hangman Adam Page, the most successful of the 3. In terms of time with the belt, 197 days with the title. Now Joe going after Page. Punk's down. Oh, Punk just taunts Joe, and Joe just kicks him. Just kicks right through that X pose of his. Oh, another double team on Punk by Joe and Page. I guess Punk is kind of the common enemy for these two. Like, Punk and Joe's trilogy in Ring of Honor is, like, legendary. And then, obviously, they had the match in AEW as well at All In. So, you know, they've got a rivalry spanning decades at this point. And then, I don't need to say much more about Page and Punk, do I, really? If you know your wrestling. Now, what's Punk got in mind here for Joe? Oh, stomps on him with a little bit of extra leverage from the bottom rope. Oh, and then roundhouse kick knocks out Hangman Adam Page. Oh, but Joe's back up now. Can't keep Joe down for long. Oh, he just roundhouse kicked both of them. That's crazy. And then stomps Hangman Page's head into the mat. Notice how he made a beeline for Page once both men were down. And hasn't taken his eyes off Page since. Drop kick to Joe by Page. Now, these two get to go at it again, and there's another kick to the head of Hangman Adam Page. Going for the pin, thinks he's knocked him out with that. Aubrey in position, slowly but surely. 2. Oh, Hangman kicks out at 2. And Joe gets a kick in the chops. And Page gets the kick in the chops, but doesn't go down this time. The defiance from Hangman Adam Page, and takes Punk down with a super kick. And now look at Joe just pummeling the face of CM Punk. Oh, went for the big boot. Page moved. Discus forearm. Joe dodged. Oh, he didn't dodge the second one, though. And now Page going for the pin. And Punk. Yep, I was going to say, he says no. Sends Page into the corner. Stomping a mud hole in Hangman Adam Page. Oof, and then the big round kick to Joe this time. And now going for the pin on Joe. Aubrey, why are you stumbling into position? Has Aubrey been injured in this match or something? Oh, Joe kicks out at 2, and Punk's had a near fall on both men, but not managed to put either away. This has been a very different triple threat from the first one. A lot of double teams in the first one, and not a lot of actual pinfall opportunities that weren't just easy to break up, such as that one. This match, fewer double teams, but more openness in the opportunities to actually put someone away, it feels like. Page denies the test of strength from Punk, so he gets kicked in the face. Oh, and Punk going after the arm now. And goes for the pin. Punk taking every opportunity when both men are down to try for a quick pin. But, I mean, this is Hangman Adam Page. He's not going to get pinned by something like that. Realistically, you're probably going to have to hit a go to sleep. Oh, Joe had hold of Page, and Punk just kicked him in the mush. But then Joe went for the pin, and Punk did not appreciate that, good sir. Oh, kicks Joe off the apron. Now that leaves, I was going to say Punk and Page in the ring, but no, Punk decided to launch himself at Samoa Joe on the outside. And now Page is going to join them. This one's breaking down. No disqualifications, no countouts in a triple threat. These guys could fight out here forever. They could fight forever outside the ring, get it? Now, oh my God. Hell really has frozen over. Double team by Punk and Hangman Adam Page. That's crazy. Oh, but immediately Punk turns back to attacking Page. That makes sense. Punk, oh, thrown into the barricade right next to Page by Joe. Then reverses to go behind, sends Joe back into the ring. And goes for the pin. Off what? I'm not sure. 1, 2. But whatever it was, he got him before Page could get in to break it up. And Hangman Page will not be happy about that. Okay, final first round match. Let's go. Sure thing, Tony Schiavone. Alright, by pure luck of the draw, this final triple threat is the first 3 AEW World Champions. Jon Moxley was second, having beaten the original champion, Chris Jericho, for the title. Back in February 2020 was the start of Moxley's first reign with the title. And then the man who beat Jon Moxley to end that first reign, the cleaner Kenny Omega. What a triple threat this is. And the winner of this will join MJF and CM Punk. And damn right, AEW. Look at this. Oh, big combination of strikes to Kenny Omega by Jericho. Of course, these two had their history going back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. All 3 of these men, big history with New Japan Pro Wrestling, actually. 2 of them former NJPW World Champions. Not Chris Jericho. But Jericho certainly had his fair share of success in Japan. Oh, sweeps the legs of Moxley. But they've both had some great success in AEW. And like I say, including being the first 3 AEW World Champions here. Oh, hangs Jericho up. Roly-poly by Omega. Very nice. Now goes after Moxley. Oh, but Jericho interrupts that. And now look at this. The 2 Winnipegians. Nope, now they're going at it. Never mind. German suplex. That was what the original New Japan feud between Jericho and Omega was all about, if I remember, wasn't it? I think Jericho was talking about being the best wrestler ever from Winnipeg. And Omega's like, I'm right here, my dude. It was basically that. That was the feud. Everyone thought it was just like people, wrestlers messing about on Twitter. And no one thought that would actually become a match. And then it did. And the world kind of went crazy for it. Oh, Nice spinning forearm by Moxley to Omega. Now Jericho, German suplex to Moxley. And now Moxley, no, not Moxley, Omega indicating this one's over, but then proceeding to kick absolutely no one, and then does his Terminator mat slapping. Meanwhile, Jericho's actually doing damage to someone. This is the weirdest of the 3 triple threats so far. Moxley's been knocked to the outside. Jericho. Oh, clothesline to Omega. Picks him up. Oh, going walls of Jericho. Lion tamer, in fact, look at that, a high angle on the Boston Crab. Will Omega tap? John Moxley's in no position to save him. No, he manages to roll through and kick Jericho off. Nice counter by Omega. Runs in. Oh, kicks in. It's like baseball slide, kicks into the legs. Oof. Then didn't see Moxley coming, but as he went to do the discus forearm, Omega just interrupted with his own shot. German suplex to Omega by Jericho. Moxley just going for the pin right in front of Jericho for some reason. Now, at the time of recording, one of these men is the actual #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, so could very well be the next real-life World Champion. Let me know in the comments if you think that's going to happen. Is John Moxley going to dethrone Bryan Danielson? Moxley going for... No. Why do I keep calling Omega Moxley? I don't understand. They don't look alike. The names don't sound that much alike. I don't get it. Anyway, it's just a mental block for me, clearly. Clothesline to Omega by Jericho. And goes for the pin. 1, 2... Oh, Omega kicks out. Mox just about recovering on the outside, but not quick enough to break up that pin. So he'll be glad that Omega kicked out. Omega goes behind. Oh, and then gets hit from behind by Moxley, but dodges the next spinning forearm. Oh, they're all dodging each other's stuff. And now Moxley going for the pin after clobbering Omega. 1, 2. Oh, and Aubrey Edwards was spanking Jericho during that pinfall for some reason. Oh, now Moxley getting fired up here, doing the gun salute to Kenny Omega of all people. And now goes for the pin, which Chris Jericho breaks up. Uh-oh. Now Jericho going walls of Jericho. The deeper set walls of Jericho there for Moxley. But Omega was there to break it up, so we'll never know if Moxley would have submitted. Knife edge chop. I've got a good idea, though. Moxley not known for submitting a whole lot. Now... Omega with the pin on Jericho, 2. Oh, Jericho rolls the shoulder at 2. Omega runs in. Oh, V-trigger to Jericho. Now turns his attention to John Moxley. Oh, and gets wiped out for his troubles with that discus forearm. I think Moxley would be better off trying to pin Jericho here, but he's trying to pin Omega, and Omega kicks out at 2. Mox clothesline. That's a clubbing blow. My goodness. Now goes to the pin, but Jericho's back up now, having recovered from the V-trigger. The Jericho chant. You don't hear that very often. This game's not very realistic at all. Now Omega. Powerbomb to Jericho. And then, oh, follows it through with the knee. Incredible stuff by Omega. Oh, but gets hit with a clothesline by Moxley, who then drop kicks Jericho. And then Omega goes to the pin, which Moxley breaks up. Right hand by Moxley to Omega. Jericho breaks up their little grapple. Oh, clothesline by Jericho. Also hits very hard. Grounded dragon screw leg whip by Omega to Moxley there. And now Jericho going for a good old-fashioned abdominal stretch submission victory. No, Omega knows his way out of an abdominal stretch. Oh, but runs into a back body drop from Jericho. Oh, who's signaling for the Judas effect, but gets clubbed by John Moxley instead. Oh, Omega ducked. Snapdragon, my goodness. And then Jericho gets hit with a discus forearm by Moxley as well. And now, Gotch-style pile driver. Jericho's having a bad time this last, Oh, low blow by Jericho. And then a running enziguri. Now what's Omega got planned for Jericho? Goes behind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, one-winged angel. No one's ever kicked out, except maybe Kota Ibushi and DDT, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, no need to kick out, because John Moxley's there to make the save. Scoop and a slam by Omega. We've not seen hardly any double teams, if any, performed in this match. There's no teamwork, no even temporary alliances in this one. Just 3 men brawling to be crowned the best of the original 3 AEW World Champions, and then go on to an opportunity to be crowned the best AEW World Champion on the game. Big knee by Omega. Jericho in trouble. Oh, V-trigger. Uh-oh. One-winged angel. He's got him. Got the pin. Moxley's up, though. Oh, Moxley breaks the pin. That would have been it. I'm almost 100% certain that would have been it and a win for Kenny Omega. But no, John Moxley's says otherwise. That's how to words. Uh-oh. Death Rider. Oh, and a big crossbody by Omega. Pin Jericho, Omega. He's just been hit with the Death Rider. Pin him. What are you doing? Kicks Moxley. Kicks him in the midsection. Uppercut kick. Kicks him again. Moxley not even moving, though. Oh, that moved Omega, though. And now Jericho got off lightly there. He got hit with the Death Rider and didn't get pinned. Can Moxley pin Omega here? No, Omega kicked out and Jericho was there to break it up. Oof. I wonder if, like, certain wrestlers have more of a predisposition to do double teams than others, or if it's just weird coincidence that none are happening in this match. Oof. Clothesline to Omega by Jericho. Spinning forearm to Jericho by Moxley. And now Jericho's in trouble here. No, they tie up. Uh-oh. Yep, Jericho's in trouble. Moxley finally breaks into another Death Rider. Omega's down. Jericho's down. Moxley with the pin. Omega's up. 1, 2. Oh, he breaks it up right at the last second. Incredible match. Uh-oh. Omega. Powerbomb to Moxley. Rolls him through. V-trigger. Now goes after Jericho. Uh-oh. Same treatment for Jericho, it seems. Powerbomb. V-trigger. Pin him, Omega. Pin him. No, he wants the one-winged angel. Jericho pushing Omega back. These two really hooking up. Okay, Omega finally gets behind, but Moxley's up now. One-winged angel. Goes for the pin, even though John Moxley's right there. Aubrey didn't even bother getting down to count. She was like, are you for real, my dude? Suplex to Omega by Jericho. Now Moxley and Jericho stared down for a second, broken up by a Jericho German suplex. Now goes for the pin. Omega breaks it up. Oh, knocks Jericho through the ropes onto the apron, and Moxley knocks him off the apron. Oh, big discus lariat by Moxley. Omega in trouble. Jericho down on the outside. Look at Moxley just standing, staring at Omega, and Omega won't be psyched out. There's a German suplex for you. Now, Mox shoving Omega around. He hooks him up for the Death Rider, but Jericho is up and back in the ring, and Moxley has noticed him, in fact. Oof. Big right. Now going for the pin on Jericho. Again, interesting choice. I'd have gone for Omega personally. 2. And Jericho kicks out. John Moxley just loves putting those arms back and just staring at people, daring them to hit him. But Jericho doesn't hit him, does a suplex instead, and then Omega tries to sweep in for the pin, and Jericho's like, nah. Oh, drop kick to Jericho. Now Omega going for the pin, and John Moxley being like, nah. Uh-oh. Moxley getting fired up here. Jericho and Omega going at it. Oh, all 3 of these men trying to get their licks in here. Uh-oh. We see a double team by the 2 Winnipegians. My goodness. Double backstabber to Moxley. But now Jericho scoops up Omega, backbreaker. Oh, clubbing blow to Omega after staring down Jericho by Moxley. Uh-oh. Jericho, Lion Tamer. Could Moxley submit here? Yeah, he does. Oh my God, you don't see that very often. And Jericho goes through into the final triple threat. Let's see who wins it, shall we? Thanks for that, Excalibur. Anyway, making AEW game debut. This is the only AEW game. I mean, if you count, like, main console games. But yeah, MJF, who accidentally won the AEW title in the first triple threat of the video. I've put it online again because why not? CM Punk, MJF and CM Punk got a little bit of history, don't they? And then Chris Jericho, who's got a lot of history with both men as well. My goodness. And we're going all out for this final triple threat. Quite literally, we're doing it in the All Out Arena. Feels like a big deal. We should probably do that. And MJF makes a beeline for CM Punk and takes him down. Oh, but Punk counters whatever MJF had in mind. Hammerlock. Now Jericho holds MJF, but Punk just kicks straight through MJF into the midsection of Jericho. No friends in this one. Oh, roundhouse kick takes down Max, but Jericho does, like, it slows down the kick enough that Jericho can stand up to it. Oh, I say no friends in this one. Are they going to do a musical number next? Double snap suplex to CM Punk by MJF and Chris Jericho. Oof. That friendship did not last long, though. Friendship's a generous term. That brief alliance. That's the word I want. Alliance. Oof. Oh, now we see a brief alliance from Punk and Jericho. And that one's just as brief as the MJF Y2J alliance. Kick to the midsection. Max sends off Jericho. Runs in. Oh, shoulder tackle in the corner and drops an elbow as well. Now Punk walks straight past MJF to attack Jericho some more. That's an interesting decision by Punk. Now Max kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Got both guys going after him. He stands his ground. I would have thought MJF would leave the ring on in that circumstance and be like, nah, you two fight each other. But no, he stood his ground and now he's not. Now he's on the ground. Fight Forever. That is indeed the name of the game. Well done, fans. Oof. MJF backs up CM Punk into the ropes. CM Punk fights off. Oh, look at this. It's like a tennis match, but MJF's head is the ball. And he gets kicked in the head by CM Punk, who goes for the pin, even though Chris Jericho is right there. So who will win and be crowned the ultimate AEW World Champion? Of the men's division, of course. The men's singles division. We're not counting the world tag titles, the women's world title, trios, you know, any of that. I'd love to do the women's one, but even the current AEW Women's World Champion isn't on the game, so it's an incomplete list. I could do who's the best one on the game, but I can't do who's the best one, which I can with the AEW Men's World title for now. Be interesting to see predictions, answers on a postcard. Who's going to be the first AEW Men's World Champion not on Fight Forever? Now, Dynamite Diamond Ring's just been used against CM Punk, not for the first time in these two men's career, I must add. But now Jericho got the opportunity to go after MJF, drops him across the top rope with that suplex, knocks him on the apron, knocks him off the apron. I mean, Punk's unconscious there, pinning Jericho. No, instead picks him up, wants to administer some damage of his own. Oh, clubbing blow. And now goes for the pin. I'd have gone for the pin off the Dynamite Diamond Ring shot, personally. 2. What do I know? Chris Jericho wins and is crowned the ultimate AEW World Champion. The first one is the best, according to AEW Fight Forever. Let me know your thoughts on that and on Chris Jericho's face just then. Okay. We got some community wrestlers being advertised. I guess this is the end screen. I recognise Pulse and Chris Danger. Don't know who the other three are. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Maybe we figure out who's the best of these guys, the community wrestlers. Let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments. But leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know who you think, like I said midway through the video, let me know who you think is the best AEW World Champion so far. Did the game get it right? Or if not, why not? Subscribe if you're new here. I do lots of silly simulated stuff like this. I just recently did a 4-hour video on FIFA 20 on who's the best 5-star team on that game, because I'm insane. So that went up yesterday, and I've got more content coming your way on various different games, none of which I play on this channel. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.